Konnichiwa. So this one is basically a modern love story. Many people have often asked me and Dave how we got together. They've said we're a good couple. But how did we meet? How did we get together? What is our story? And when I was trying to look for vlog inspiration a few days ago, Dave actually said, why don't you get round to telling our story? So, here it is. When Dave and I were at college and university, we did what a lot of people our age do. We actually, to be honest, we stayed at home most of the time that we were at college and university, and we had a part-time job, local supermarket. You know, not so uncommon. Lots of people do it. It was a good way of getting some extra income when your student loan doesn't quite tide you over, and we became really good friends in that time. And the only thing was, although we were good friends, we were seeing other people. Then in 2007, Dave was still seeing someone else, and he set me up with his best friends, who we now refer to as BF. I won't tell you his real name, but I won't even tell you exactly what BF stands for, but it rhymes with bustard, as in the bird, and ace. I'm sure you can probably guess. Anyway, after I'd been seeing this guy for a few months, Dave then split up with his then girlfriend. There you go. For want of a better word, we called her Dyson. That's an in-joke. I won't be able to explain that either, I'm afraid. Shortly after this, my relationship started taking a bit of a downhill turn with BF. I really can't go into details. I think many people watching this kind of, if you know me, you know what I went through at the time anyway, so I'm not going to go into it in great detail. Again, if you've got a desperate urge to know, then you have to private message me on Facebook or Twitter or something, I don't know. But the short version is I had to rebuild my life, and part of that was by realising how I really felt about Dave. He'd seen me through this difficult time that I'd been having, and he'd been absolutely amazing, actually. He'd really helped me through, but he was trying to, at the time, see a mutual friend of ours because it looked like I was going to be staying with this guy. The only problem was this person became really unresponsive, and he was getting really downhearted by it, and I thought, well, I've got to tell him how I really feel. So one night, I hopped on MSN Messenger. Some of you will remember what MSN Messenger was, the greatest chat device of all time. Microsoft should never have got rid of it, but anyway. It was Friday the 6th of February, and it was the year 2009, and I basically told him that the person that he was really looking for was right under his nose the whole time. A week later, it was Valentine's Day, and we went out with a group of friends. They ended up going off to somewhere else that we didn't fancy going to, so we stayed in our original bar that we'd all been sat in. And it was that night that we shared our first kiss, and that was the night that we got together, Valentine's Day 2009. Since then, we've been pretty much inseparable, actually. We've had many trips to London, we've had loads of weekends away to places like Dublin, Edinburgh, Jersey. We've been on holiday to places like Mallorca and Ibiza a few times. We've been to Cornwall, all these sorts of things. It's been really great. And then in 2012, on my birthday, Dave took me to my favourite spot in Winchester, St Giles Hill. It's amazing. There's this viewpoint and it looks out over the entire city and it's absolutely beautiful. The only problem was my birthday's November and it was foggy and you couldn't see a thing. But it doesn't matter. It was at that point that Dave asked me to marry him and I said, yay! As you can see, yay! So we've been engaged ever since then, and we've worked really hard. We've had to work really hard in order to get where we are. It's taken a really long time for us to get new jobs so that we could afford to move into our house. And now we can actually start planning our wedding, which we hope will be in a year's time. And that's it. That's our modern love story. That's how me and Dave got together. And now you know. Sayonara.